All right, NBA Flunkies, we're live. All right, we're live. This is going great. Okay. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to give this a sec. I'm going to alert the group, let them know that we live.
NBA Flunkies, let's ride.
Let's ride. I don't need to tag you guys because you're already here. Got to make sure we get as much hatred on here as possible.
Hatred?
Yeah.
The Flunkies ever hate?
Yeah. Come on. The Flunkies aren't known for their hatred, right? Come on. Kind, upstanding, nice citizens in the world, just trying to make it out here, right?
For sure.
Yeah, just erase
Load of bullshit.
Just erase the 4 years that 5 years have been some of the most interesting years I've ever had, I think. Who the fuck am I missing? All right. NBA Flunkies, we're live. And we're back. This is the first one of the year, right?
Yep.
First Flunkies podcast of the year. So good. So exciting to be back with everybody. This is your Commissioner RJ, Ron J. Jones. It's good to be back with everybody. We've got the squad here, the regular guests. I call you guys the squad. We're going to have to get you guys. I could call you the late night boys, technically. You guys are all technically late night boys. We've all played it.
Late night boy.
Yeah. You for sure a late night boy. For sure. You for sure late night.
I'm LNBK.
Yeah. You said LNBK.
No, LNBK is crazy, bro. That's crazy.
Yo, LNBK, bro. What's the K for?
You know.
If you know, you know. I know what you're talking about.
You know.
Yeah, that's nasty work, brother. Nasty work.
I must not know then.
I guess not.
You're not going to explain it?
Nah, unless you try to get taken off of YouTube.
Yeah, facts, bro.
All right. Well, I'm for sure not. So, okay, that works. Can you just text it to me and I can
For sure.
Okay, anyways, bro, we've got the squad. We got the guys here. A bunch of NBA Flunkies. Up first, the guy who I was just chatting with. We've got the 2020 NBA Flunkies champ, Aaron Morris here of the Big Bird Ballers. What's going on, man? It's always good to see you and everyone else here. You saying,
baby? LNBK in the house.
Yes, sir. We've got Sterling here of the Sheev Glizzy Fanatics, Sheev's Empire. What
Sheev Empire, Glocks are us.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Glocks are us? All right, bet. That's going to be the PS5 name, bro. I got you.
Yeah.
Bet.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
Appreciate you.
Late night boy. Oh yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, that's crazy. Aaron. That's crazy as fuck. Okay, all right. Yeah. That's a wild, put together sentences. Up next, we've got Keyshawn here of the Alpha Land Knicks. Also, Boss Egg Sports lead reporter, one of our other branches of the NBA Flunkies. How are you doing today, sir?
Man, look, I've had some time off, but I'm rejuvenized and I'm ready to go, man. You reported me, we write it.
Amen.
Yeah,
Amen.
man. You know, Keyshawn been enjoying
right.
himself, man. He been enjoying something in the supermarkets, brother. Yeah.
That's crazy.
That's a nasty stray on the podcast.
That's a crazy stray.
Is that not a sport?
That's completely.
Is that not a sport? So okay, I keep my mouth. My mic's
okay.
off. Bro,
it's okay. It's okay. Last and certainly not least, we've got the reigning, defending, undisputed NBA Flunkies 2022 champ. We've got Seasway here of the Valley Boys. How you doing, sir? Champ.
You know, Valley Boys always up. Feels great to be on top of the conference once again. Just this shows that I really run the West.
We're tired.
Yeah, it's great to be back on the podcast. Have some agendas to push from a winning perspective. From a winning perspective. You feel me? So glad to be back on the podcast. NBA Flunkies. So.
Glad to have you here. We're gonna start. We're gonna start with something different today. We're gonna start a trip down memory lane, man. Do you guys remember a couple years ago, about 3 years ago, almost 3 years ago, during it was the second season of the Flunkies, NBA Flunkies, when we added Keyshawn, Sterling, Sam Hood of the NBA Youngboy stands. We added Jake, Hugs Laundering and Associates. That's a crazy name. And then we added Keenan Smith. And that was the season where a certain NBA player who I think we're all hoping will be an all-star this year in the actual NBA, as well as our Flunkies lead, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, was being tossed around from like every single team. And we were kind of talking about that for the podcast today. And I said that I really wanted to start with that. 'Cause that might be one of the craziest times where I've seen a player get traded. And he got traded to the eventual champions, which was Aaron Morse's team. But I wanted to kind of track out what his trading is, because I don't think we've seen a player traded like that in one season since. I think the year before, like Buddy Hield, Paul George, Russell Westbrook, Jimmy Butler were all kind of being traded, but this was something else, OD. And so I wanted to take a few moments to go back and revisit memory lane. So let's see if I can pull this up here. Yeah, this is a good example of some crazy times in the Flunkies. That second year, just due to COVID and everything, and I'm sure the guys will agree here, was a blur, a complete blur. Like it's really hard to remember a lot of the stuff that happened during that time. Let's see right here, but we've got this. We've got this right here. Can you guys see that?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So this is, like I said, the second year. And actually, I'm going to start down a little bit at the bottom here. So this was the year where we did our Flunkies draft in July. So, and I know there's been talks in the league of basically doing a keepers league, right? It's been a lot of rumbling about that. People are really kind of curious about that. And I think there is an avenue to actually pursue that. I'm not sure if it's going to be next year or not, but I do think that there is an avenue for that. And so basically drafting in July or something like that, like imagine the Flunkies would go year round basically based on trades and whatnot. So it would make it way more interesting for sure. But to focus back on this. So Jake, at this time, he was Thugger Hugger. He's also known now as Hugs Laundering and Associates. Drafted Shai Gilgeous, or SGA, at 99th overall, so the 7th round, which is actually, like, when you think back, like, that's kind of crazy. I think he went in, like, the 2nd or 3rd round this year. So, a lot of progress. So, we drafted in July 21st on a Sunday. Like 2 weeks later, Shai was on the move. Season hadn't started yet to Sterling's Black Air Force team. Let's see. Jake traded Danny Green, Devin Booker, and Jokic for Spencer Dinwiddie, LeBron James, Bogdan Bogdanovic, and Mitchell Robinson. And then SGA was in that Jokic, Devin Booker, Danny Green, SGA trade. So that's crazy. That's crazy to start right there. And then they come back with Sterling trading SGA and Devin Booker for Kyle Kuzma and Goran Dragic. I know Sterling remembers that trade because I know he regrets it.
Bro, that was literally like my first. That was because y'all kept holding me on trades that first week, bro. I kept doing it to myself, though. But we bounced back, though. It's all good.
We bounced back. It's all good. It's all good. You actually finished with a good record this year, but who knows how much better it could have been had you kept those players. So, very interesting. So Sterling traded him to Tim. Then Tim comes back around and trades Shai Gilgeous, SGA, and Malcolm Brogdon for John Morant and Josh Richardson. Now, if I'm not mistaken, this is John Morant's first year.
Yep.
This is his rookie year. And then Josh Richardson, who was on the Sixers, who was fucking garbage. Absolutely. Like, he was nothing like the year before when he was in Miami. So the fact that somebody could get Jimmy Butler and not Jimmy Butler, Malcolm Brogdon and SGA trade for a rookie John Morant and Josh Richardson. That's kind of crazy, actually. Now I'm looking back at that trade. But anyway, we're gonna keep going because it's not over yet. Chris trades SGA and Jimmy Butler to my squad for brother Kyrie Irving and Evan Fournier. This is what this
Scroll down a bit, Ron.
I had to scroll down. It's right here. Can you see it?
Yeah, I can see it.
Okay. Yeah, so Chris traded SGA and Jimmy Butler for Kyrie and Evan Fournier. This is an even crazier trade. And it's not over. Wait a minute. Hold on. If I'm reading this right. Oh. Wait a minute. Oh, yeah. Okay. So this is what happened. Okay. So Chris wanted SGA back from my squad and traded Victor Oladipo for that. Not sure what I was thinking about that. That's crazy. I'm trying to think. Was he on OKC by this point?
He was probably on Henry.
No. SGA.
Yeah, he was in OKC.
Yeah, that's crazy. Okay. So, yeah, traded that Victor Oladipo. Boom. Okay. Because Chris wanted him back. This final trade has got to be the craziest shit I've ever seen. Chris traded SGA and Kendrick Nunn to the eventual champion, Aaron of the Big Bird Ballers, for JJ Redick and Karis LeVert.
Now, no, I remember this trade. So for some reason, LeVert was injured for the majority of that season. I don't know what the whole thing was with Redick, but he just wanted it.
JJ Redick didn't play that year.
Wait, because Karis LeVert had the heart condition, and then JJ Redick, didn't he get traded to like Dallas?
That wasn't the same year Karis LeVert had the heart thing.
I thought he got injured this year. I thought he had a freak injury this year.
He had like a leg thing that year. It wasn't.
Yeah, that was a leg injury.
Mm-hmm.
The heart injury or the lung or whatever.
Cancer. Yeah, the cancer thing was the following year.
Which I gotta say, man, Bull got a bad stroke of luck when it comes to injuries.
Yeah, because I know like KD loved Karis LeVert and was like, basically was like, yeah, I'd love to play with him. He was hooping that the year before this, though. I gotta give him credit. See, he was doing well. He was definitely like on the, up and coming. But to trade Karis LeVert and JJ Redick for Kendrick Nunn, who I think was still on the Heat at the time, and SGA, crazy. Like, bro,
Kendrick Nunn. This is the year.
This is good Kendrick Nunn.
This is the year Polo G talked about Kendrick Nunn and he was hot.
Yeah. And it's
Polo G was popping that year.
Bro, it's crazy because like when you really look back at like Aaron's team, there's only one team that there's two teams that I would compare this roster to. It's one that's happening this year, and then it's one that happened the same year. Yeah, I could probably compare three, but it's a couple teams that like, but this in terms of a body of an entire team, top to bottom, this is probably one of the best constructed rosters we've ever seen in fantasy
this was the
history.
last good Gallinari year.
Yeah.
This team was a fucking demon on 2K, bro. Fuck this team.
I'm pretty sure. So when this year we did the Flunkies prediction stream, that was the first time I'd ever done it. I'm pretty sure. Now, granted, they predicted Aaron would win before he got number one, before he got SGA, and number two, before he got Russell Westbrook. Because he's like, you remember that trade?
I was gonna bring up the Russell Westbrook trade.
I know you remember that.
Wasn't that the
trade,
Russell Westbrook
bro.
for Ben Simmons trade?
Bro, that was one of the craziest trades I've ever seen, bro.
Shut the
Bro.
bro.
That shit was
Can we
mad.
get to the next topic, please?
No.
No,
Kendrick Nunn was getting.
Hold
on, bro. I'm looking at the numbers, bro. Kendrick Nunn was getting 30 minutes a night in Miami that year, bro. That's nasty.
Yeah.
He was hooping, bro. That was the year he was going crazy because Chris picked him up because he shined in the summer league and niggas was like, bro, Kendrick Nunn ain't all that. Now, granted, he had a good year. The year after, he wasn't so hot.
Wasn't exactly the same for sure. But yeah, this is a crazy constructed team. Yeah. The fact that he could have like Sabonis, Cat, Triple J, Russ, SGA, and Jaylen Brown, who I see is back on his team this year. Kind of crazy. Again, just wanted to do a little member berry. Just a little member berry. It might be some that pop up throughout the stream today. But yeah, that was a crazy one. Okay. We're gonna jump in here. First topic of the day. We're like 12, 13 weeks in, something like that. I want to ask you guys, any big surprises that you've seen from players to flunky managers, how their season has gone, and disappointments? What are you guys seeing? If you need me to start, I can gladly start. Because I got a couple of thoughts.
Definitely Devin's team, bro.
Yeah,
because historically, you have a number one pick. Yes, you can get a decent team, but that caliber of players that he's gotten and the numbers they're putting up is just ridiculous. Jokic, SGA, I think he has KP as well. He has Russ. It's just like, bro, what can you do?
yeah,
that's for me. Yeah, for me, definitely.
Yeah, I'm gonna pull his team up, and as you guys continue to keep talking, I'll continue looping in references and whatnot. But I gotta say, as I was saying earlier, there's been very few teams.
Hey RJ, quick second. You mind changing your screen to what the standings are or something like that?
Sure. Can you see it?
Yeah.
You can see the standings? Okay. So I as I was saying, it's only very few teams that I could say in terms of their construction are really good teams. Like I said, I'd put Aaron's team up there that 2020 year. I'd put Seasway's team in 2020 that year. I'd put Keyshawn's team from 2020 up there. I would say Aaron's team the following year. It's probably a handful of other teams that I would say were really well constructed, either through the draft or through free agency. I would probably say Keyshawn's team last year was really good for like a big stretch of time last season. This is one of those teams. And the scary part about it is he has at least, and I'm trying to count the number. It's like he has like 4 or 5 guys that can put up 100 fantasy points whenever they want to. He has Nikola Jokic, Julius Randle, SGA, Russell Westbrook, Kristaps Porzingis. A fool like Kristaps Porzingis seems to be some weird key piece to teams winning championships. I don't understand that at all. But
especially with his health.
yeah, but I mean, I can't say he usually Devin will usually have a good record, a good team, but I think this is a little bit beyond that because it's like, what do you do on a night in, night out basis? Like, you're going to have to put together a really deep team that's going to be able to kind of thwart or stall a lot of that. And that is extremely difficult. And for reference, he's 11-2 right now. He's probably on pace somewhere to have one of the best records we've seen in the league. Probably up there with Mike and Aaron's second year, I think, second or third year, something like that. It's getting very dark, and I'm already looking at it because playoffs and whatnot are around the corner, and it's kind of mind-boggling. So I would say I would put him in the surprise category. In terms of players, Kristaps Porzingis, I would say, is a pretty big surprise, given that Bradley Beal's offensive capability, Kyle Kuzma's basketball capability in general. The fact that KP can kind of shine in that is odd, I would say. But he makes it work, and he seems to have really found his niche there. He's not exactly getting back to New York KP, but it's little shades of that. Kind of like, you remember this, you remember that. Hey, I'm still here. I can still kind of be that guy. But I would say he's a huge surprise. I wouldn't call him a surprise. Well, let me get to a disappointment. I'm going to throw this out, man. This guy, Sam Brown, he could possibly get the worst record of all time. I think it's starting to look like that. Did he go 0-18 his first year?
Yeah, it was 0 and something.
Well, let's look. I'm just going to look. What was that, 2021? Let's see. SNF. Oh, he was 1-15. Excuse me. 1-15. Excuse me. He's on record. He's on par to go 0-18 right now. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, technically 0-16, which because if you don't make the play-in tournament, which technically, yes, you can still lose those 2 games because you're basically just going to play the same person 2 weeks in a row. If that happens, he's literally going to own the worst record that's ever happened in this league, statistically speaking. And like guys like Keenan Smith, Aaron Johnson, shout out to them guys, have had enormously bad seasons. And I'm not sure if Keenan won any games. No, I'm sorry. I stand corrected. He would be tied for the worst record of all. Actually, 18-1, technically speaking.
That means he has to get a tie. If he doesn't get a tie, then he is.
Then he would actually he would own the worst record of all. Jeez. Oh, I'm sorry. Whoa. Wait a minute. Wait. It says
nasty.
It says that Aaron Johnson went 0-20.
Oh.
I'm sorry.
But look, that was in the Bill Russell era, though.
Hi, Keto.
Going 0-20 in the Bill Russell era is crazy.
Listen, look, I don't know Aaron Johnson. What did his team look like?
So, to be fair, that nigga was...
Oh, you want to know? I can tell you. Yeah, he was playing.
Yeah, he had Chris Dunn on his team. Yeah, that man was serious.
Yeah.
Josh Jackson.
Yeah. Serge Ibaka, Domantas Sabonis.
Just 4 bigs sitting on the bench?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
He wasn't serious for real.
Yeah, when
for
your
real.
second best two guard is Gary Harris, you ain't got too much hope.
Your best player. This wasn't even when Sabonis was snapping yet. This is Hayward.
Nope.
Hayward was your best player. Nah, that's nasty.
So that was he's
But
technically
wasn't
the
he
owner.
crossing? Wasn't he crossing?
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Where he crossed?
He your family.
Yeah.
Oh, he an alpha.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He your family.
God,
Family with a P. But
that man wasn't doing alpha proud, bro.
but look. Here's the thing, though.
Wasn't.
Sam Brown should pay for his crimes. I feel he needs a 1-season banishment from the league.
Oh my God.
No. There needs to be a punishment, but not banning nobody, bro. No.
I didn't say he's banned permanently. I just said a one year suspension for being ass.
Ridiculous.
That nigga
That's
do need to sit down.
Tanking
that
for
nigga-
Wembanyama is crazy.
He do need to sit down and take the SAT though. That
That nigga needs to face a crazy punishment, bruh.
He's already
bro.
tanking for Wemby.
That I feel like that nigga needs to burn his shirts on Instagram Live.
my
Oh hell
God.
no, that's his business,
No.
bro. Don't do
Nah,
that.
that's money, bro. Yeah, I ain't
That's
gonna do that.
nasty, bro. No.
You gotta pay to take the ACT test.
How can you do?
Yeah, you say we should pay for him to take the SAT. Like, bro, you gotta take it.
No, he got bite that own bullet, man.
I ain't gonna lie.
You know what?
Our price needs to be paid.
His record should determine what his price thing is. Like, I don't know if he like 0-18 by the end of the season, man. That nigga needs to take like 18 licks.
Nah,
Wait,
that's
Oh, hold on. What do you mean by licks?
This nigga trying to jump folk.
I mean, this is what we did in our fantasy. I know what we did in our fantasy football league when the man's had the worst record. This was when we were in Kutztown. So we made this dude go out in public, right, with giant sign, and he had to play a recorder because he was so, and he had a sign that said, "I suck at fantasy football." But since we're not all together, I don't know what we would do. That's the only thing.
Like I said, man.
Yeah, Sam Brown.
Down, go to Coatesville High, take the SAT or the ACT, whatever the hell y'all do there, and then he got to report back the score, man. Live on the Twitch.
You said that man got expected to do a whole day at Coachville, bro, in the classroom? That's nasty.
Yes, bro.
Hey, look, bro. I was still a fan of the Greyhound idea. I'm a
grown ass
Greyhound
man.
idea, bro. Yo, look, tell him.
Ride somewhere, get off the bus just to get back up.
Yes, bro. Yeah, wake up. He just be there at 8 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
Look, man.
Yeah,
The
look,
price does need to be paid.
23 hour drive.
Nah, hey, you gotta take him to a Greyhound in like scenic nowhere, like to Iowa or something like that.
Oh my God.
From PA to Iowa is crazy.
That's insane.
At least send that nigga to New York City and make that nigga feel bad. He got to go back to Coatesville.
Nah, bro, it's a punishment. New York, there's prizes.
I was gonna say that's
you
what
find
I
women.
It's if you go to New York and then realize you got to get right back on
that's
the
in
bus,
Iowa,
that's
bro.
punishment.
Bro, no, you
That's
just got to say, no, punishment is him going to Midway, bro. No, but they burnt that. They burned that to the ground. So you got to go to the West End, bro. That's where you got.
We should have him eat a glizzy on the Twitch stream.
I don't want to see that shit.
Excuse me.
I don't want to see that.
Yeah.
You gotta ride the Greyhound to Iowa, buy a glizzy, take a photo, eat it.
Should tell him you gotta eat a glizzy for every player you got on your team.
Oh, that's
like
insane.
Joey Chestnut.
Yeah.
The new glizzy gladiator, bro. That's disgusting, bro.
But look. In relation to the conversation, though, going from third place, running up as a almost champ, to going this bad, bruh, is a real crazy surprise. I knew he was gonna be ass personally just because I saw he was approaching the season, but like just seeing it again,
I didn't think it was gonna be this bad.
Him being this bad again is crazy. That leads to my what I want to bring was a big surprise, bro. Well, which is a surprise is the big three that we called for to RJ when we started the season, bro. The West, bro. Aaron, and Hood knew that this shit was gonna be up. And RJ threw all the champions in one conference, and look what the fuck happened,
bro, you
I
think you cut it out, bro. When
it's been a seesaw in the West the whole season. RJ threw all the champions in there, and it's been a fucking bloodbath. It's been a bloodbath.
Y'all been doing pretty well over there from these.
Not
standings.
pretty well. We killing y'all, fuck niggas, bro. I mean, I swear to God, it's different, bro. And me, Aaron, and Hood, when I announced it the day after I won the championship, I said I'm gonna do it in the West, bro. It's crazy. It's different, bro. I'm not surprised, but I'm surprised that the East is very top heavy, bro. Very top heavy.
The East has always been like that.
It don't surprise me, man.
The East has always been like that.
But there's a champion coming out of the West this year. Outside of Devin.
Man, Devin's pretty good.
Outside of Devin, who else you worried about?
Look. I don't know. I don't think I can exactly predict who's going to win, because every time I try to say whoever the first seed is around this point is going to win, I feel like I say that every year.
The niggas end up not winning.
It never happens. It never happens. I gotta, you know what? I'm gonna have to find out what is the average playoff seed for someone to be at that increases their chance to win the title. Because I feel like once I find that out, and I might do it as we're talking now, whoever gets.
I mean, because it's just crazy. Like 10 wins, 10 double-digit wins any season is pretty.
That's another thing that we do to quote unquote kind of like look past. Like double-digit wins is crazy. Like you got to understand, like the minimum. The minimum to go 500 is 9-9. So if you get into double digits, you're already superseding what 500 is. Anything beyond 10 wins is insane. Because I mean, realistically, what we say the minimum to get in is probably.
I remember at the start of the year, I was saying 7. I thought it was going to be 7 or 8.
So last year the number was like 7 or 8.
Well, right now, the way it's looking, 7 or 8 is probably accurate. I mean, we got teams out here. What we got?
Well, think about it like
Sam
this:
Brown at 0-13, Malik at 2-11, Cordell at 3-10, Tim's at 5-8, Jake is at 4-9, Tuck at 4-9, Javon at 5-8. Like. Yeah. Realistically, 7 or 8 wins, because Mike's at 8-5, and he's the 4th seed in the West.
So let me break it down like this, right? Okay, so let me tell you like this: there are 10 teams in the league right now that are not in double-digit wins, but have above 500 record, 500 and above. It's 10 teams. It's 5 in the West, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, it's 5 in the West and it's 5 in the East. Number one, let me just say, this is the most, up to this point, record-wise, this is the most parity I've ever seen in our league. Number one, these are the most wins I've seen from both conferences ever, period, in general. So let me break it down. It's 10 teams that are already going to make the playoffs. No doubt about it. Absolutely no doubt about it. It's settled. Like I said, once you get around that 7-8 mark, you're gonna get in. So that's Devin, Chris, myself, Duran, Daquan, Seasway, Sterling, Sam Hood, Mike, and Aaron. Those are the first 10 teams. Everyone else, as far as I'm concerned, is trying to either get into the play-in or stay out of the play-in. So let's look at it like this, right? Okay, so out of those 10 teams, as it sits right now, Keyshawn's the 11th seed. Shit.
What
Javon
seeds make the plan?
So it is the 12. I'm sorry, 13, 14, 15, and 16.
Gotcha.
So like the NBA, the 7 and 8 seeds are always played for. So whoever at those spots, they play each other. Whoever wins from that gets the 13th seed. And then the 15 to 16 seed play each other. Whoever wins that game plays the loser of the 13 and 14 game.
So Sam Brown is out of it. He's out of it completely at this point. No playing either.
Technically, yeah.
This is
Him
week,
and Malik.
This is week 14. This is week 14, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, him and Malik are technically out of it. Malik potentially has a chance, but he's still kind of out.
Yeah, Sam Brown is
Cool.
out. Yeah, 14, 15, 16. So yeah, we have 2 weeks left. If he doesn't win this, if he doesn't win this week and then win the next 2 games following that, he's out. Of which even then, if Malik wins 1 game,
he's out.
Sam Brown's out. If Cordell, Jake, Tucker, if any of them guys win another game, Sam Brown's out. So let's look at it like this. Like I said, it's 10 teams right now. Javon has the tiebreaker. So Javon and Tim are tied in record, right? So Javon has the tiebreaker over Tim. That automatically makes him the 12th seed. So Keyshawn's the 11th. Javon is the 12th. So that means Tim and Tucker are the 13th and 14th seeds. Jake and Cordell are the 15 and 16 seeds. And this is how close it is. If Malik wins
and Cordell loses,
they'll be tied. I have no idea who owns the tiebreaker between them, but I can find out really quick. Let's see. Cordell owns the tiebreaker over Malik. So basically,
Malik needs 2 wins.
Malik needs to win. He basically has to win out, and Cordell has to lose at least 2 games, something like that. And I think as of right now, Malik is losing to Tucker. So yeah, if he loses to Tucker, that's probably it. That's probably it for him, and we could probably set who's going to be not so much who is set to. Well, yeah, who's set to be in the playoffs.
We can establish what teams are in.
Yeah,
can't establish the seeds, but we know who's not in the playoffs and
exactly.
Who's not in the play.
Right, and then everyone else will be playing for seeding and whatnot. So those last couple of weeks will matter, but they'll be. You'll know you're in the playoffs, but it's just a matter of seeding that will have to get figured out. So yeah, no, I would say I agree with Cesar. Like to go from a 3 seed, like you finished 3rd place in the entire league out of 18 people, to go all the way back to the bottom. It's crazy. That's crazy.
The bottom of the bottom.
And there's kind of no excuse for it. Like that's dumb. It also kind of shows how year to year how much the league can change, which I think is exciting. Like I said, there's never been winning record wise. There's never been this much parity.
Yo, Aaron, what's your big surprise?
What's my big surprise? What you mean? My biggest surprise of the season?
Yeah, biggest surprise and biggest disappointment from either your team, players, managers.
I mean, I can't say I'm extremely surprised, but like, I don't know. Disappointment would be, I guess, just like how much y'all gas up Tim's team every year, how much Tim gas up his team every year, how he continually disappoints. That's not even a shot at him, but it's just like, look, man, Tim ain't been relevant since the first season, to be honest.
Oh God.
No, that's nasty.
I love this. I love this so much.
That's what happens when you try and choose a team where you're building it on
star power.
He made the finals last year though, but got his ass kicked.
Yeah, I never really thought he had a chance, but that's neither here nor there.
Fucking
How Jared Allen's finger never got injured.
Okay.
That's such a crazy what if because RJ was kicking that nigga, bro. KD and Jared Allen.
Yeah. KD had 50. I was on a plane back to LA when that shit was going down. I was like, oh, KD had 50 tonight.
That was a valiant effort, bro. Because KD and Kyrie is really gonna save RJ ass, bro.
It was like a 50-point loss or something like that. And whatever. I gotta say, kind of have to stop hyping Tim's teams up. I gotta agree there.
Can I add one more thing?
Go ahead.
The free agency pool, is it dead? I think that's a big disappointment. It's like finding free agents is very disappointing at times. But it's and it's crazy because niggas like Chris will still dumpster dive and have max acquisitions just to beat Javon, just to lose, which is crazy. And when you find a good free agent, you gotta like really store them, you know what I'm saying? Because it's not as much to pick from anymore.
I mean, I think the biggest thing with the free agency is like we expanded the league in the middle of COVID. And like with all those players like going in and out of COVID protocols, there was always somebody to pick up in free agency. There was always somebody new getting a 10-day contract that was going to get hot or whatever, right? But now that NBA don't care about COVID protocols anymore, ain't nobody to be picking up. You make your pickups at the first 2-3 weeks of the season, and then after that, it's just garbage.
I don't know. I always seem to find somebody in free agency. So it's like, I don't know.
I was
gonna say, you can find somebody for like a couple of weeks.
I'm gonna find one or two guys that's going.
Name one on your team now that's still there.
Torrey Craig still there.
That bum.
Torrey Craig's still there. Craig's still there. DiVincenzo was putting on for me. Like you'll find that diamond in the rough. You know what I'm saying? You'll find it. It's rare.
Feel like late draft picks are better than free agents, like a Bobo, my guy Killian Hayes. So you'll find some late draft picks towards the end of the round better than you'll find some in the free agency, which I feel like most people used to rely on. People used to rely on that in the free agency instead of
Trey Murphy.
I still want him. I still want him,
Aaron. Josh Richardson. Who else?
Oh, yeah.
Jalen Noel and and Anthony Lamb, low key. But I mean,
I don't know where he came from. But shout out Walker Kessler, free agent.
Walker Kessler,
huge pickup. Huge pickup. And Caleb Martin when Aaron let him go by accident.
I know he hurt.
Hey, that brother saved me a couple of them weeks. Goddamn, he saved me a couple of them weeks. I like this. I do like this. Yeah, I gotta agree with most of your surprises and disappointments. I would say it's a huge surprise that Chris is the second seed in the East, and that he hasn't fully destroyed his team yet. It's coming. I think
Chris, if you're watching this, let's make this trade happen, buddy.
Chris not watching it. Chris not watching it, man. I think he said he was going now.
Chris offered me a trade. I sent the trade. Now he don't want to accept it. Nasty.
Bro, it'd be like that, man. It'd be like that. Niggas don't be trying to trade for real, bro.
I'm trying to trade for real.
No, you trying to trade?
Yeah. I already made one trade this week. I'm trying to make another one.
Listen, brother. You have old Christian Wood. I see his stock has plummeted a bit, man. So I've come to talk to you again, Aaron.
Well, you know what? Let me. Now that we're kind of getting into that, in your opinions, because I kind of like to do this, and this would be something that I think might influence people's opinions on who they pick for certain awards. But we'll go down a couple of them. In your opinions, as up to this point, who has been the most difficult player or flunky managers to trade with?
It gotta be Chris.
Like
Me,
in terms of
good.
having not notifications, negotiations with them, and you're just finding that it's Jesus. I'm never getting a trade done with them. Like, it's
Oh, then there's 10. Then it's 10. For me, it's 10.
It's Cordell and Malik, and here's why: they're delusional. Like they're delusional in their aspirations. You know, like they both have like 2 and 3 wins. If you want to turn the season around, then you actually have to make a wholesale change in your team. But no, they just they want to stick it out, stick with people they got, and can't get
Basically,
nothing going.
basically, they want to be mid. I understand.
Yeah, I don't really respect it, but it is what it is. Any other thoughts?
Some would say Keyshawn. Streets, that's what the streets are saying. That's what the streets are saying, bro.
Keyshawn, do you think you're difficult to trade with?
I personally believe I don't entertain all trades. That's the big thing. Because most of the time, I believe that some of the trades that I get sent be bullshit.
Keyshawn,
name an example, brother. Name an example.
You don't respond.
Yeah, well, I don't respond to things that look offensive, bro.
But how many offensive trades do you think you normally get? Do you really get that many?
I've gotten a couple
to be at a point where people could say that you're difficult to trade with. Like out of 100%.
I got an offensive trade from Tim. I can't even remember what the trade was, but it was for Steph, and it was a 2-for-1, and it wasn't like I was even getting like. Let me see this.
Keyshawn, I asked you if you wanted.
Keyshawn's team is falling, and we haven't talked about it enough.
We definitely haven't talked about it. No, you're absolutely right, Sid. Absolutely.
Keyshawn's team is bad, bruh, and we're not talking about it.
Here's the thing, bro. I just got to be good enough to make the playoffs.
That's a loser mentality.
Nigga, so you want to be the Portland Trailblazers?
Listen, have the Blazers knocked off anyone before?
No.
Oh, that's a lie.
They always lose when it matters.
Listen, I'm
good at being mediocre.
Listen, I'm trying to beat allegations against my team this year, man. Okay.
Oh, Sterling's always a first round exit. We really need to be talking about him.
Hey, man.
We know Sterling not gonna win though.
Oh my God.
But my thing is this: is Sterling gonna make it to the second round? Is the question.
Of course not.
Damn, that's great. That's how
it's not about Sterling. It's about you free falling.
Dude, trying to switch
and you're not making changes to your team. Personally, you know what I'm saying? I blow that shit up. But also Tucker's difficult to trade with. Because that nigga believes he's good.
Tucker has gotten better than past years.
Tucker genuinely believes his team.
Steezway is only offended by Tucker because he wouldn't give him LaMelo Ball.
It got off to the wrong foot because he auto drafted LaMelo first and foremost.
I get where Steve's coming from though, because Tucker do believe that he's just 1 or 2 people getting healthy away from his team being good. That's not the case.
It seems it's not good. And then RJ will let him win, and the next you know he's unable to be traded with again.
God, let him win is crazy.
Yeah, RJ will throw a little bone.
We don't worry about niggas who can't make the playoffs. It's all right. It's all right. Yeah, I don't know. Gijon, you are kind of difficult to trade with. Even if I give you a good trade, you're kind of difficult to trade with. That's what I'm like.
I'll just say, what does so-and-so get me? And you just be like, no. What does that mean? No.
What's next, RJ? I almost said RJ.
Yeah. You said it anyway, so whatever. Wow, Well, see, I guess I already asked that question. I was gonna say most disappointing flunky, but I feel like we've already kind of answered that. Damn, we have no rookies this year too. This is like the first year in a minute that we haven't had.
Nobody knew.
Oh no, last year was like that,
Yeah,
right?
last year we didn't have nobody there.
Damn. Do y'all think we should? Y'all think we should expand the league again?
Why the hell not?
You said Gio?
I'm not opposed to
I'm
expand the
asking.
league. I'm not opposed to expand the league. I just want y'all to understand. If y'all think there's no free agents now, when we got fucking Raul Neto on people's rosters, I'm not trying to hear any complaints.
They pull up Quincy AC from the graveyard.
When y'all got G
Well.
League players on your team, I'm not trying to hear any complaints.
The way I see it, brother, I'm all for it. You know what I'm saying?
Hey,
Push this
Malik,
bitch to 20.
I do
Yeah,
want
it
to say,
is,
based
yeah.
off of our recent conversation, Malik said, "I'm sorry, I don't want Kyle Anderson for Kyrie Irving." And then Tucker said, "That's crazy."
Man, Malik said he trying to trade, and I've been asking about Kyrie Irving for about 3 weeks now. It's crazy.
Yeah.
It's crazy. It's real disgusting.
It's been a big tipping point here so
Then
far.
people say I
But-
don't respond, man. That's nasty.
But I was gonna say, oh, Tucker said folks are just trying to finesse me.
We need to delete that word from the vocabulary, Funky's vocabulary.
What, finesse?
Yes.
Well, Michael
Niggas don't know
never
what
mentioned that word.
niggas don't know what finesse is, bro.
They don't know what finesse is. It pisses me off.
I agree, Aaron.
Yeah, I don't know. It ain't been no finessing happening this year, I don't think. But maybe the middle years, the second, third years. There's a lot of finessing. There's a lot of
man.
finessing going on.
All I did was hit the accept button, brother. That's all I can
Look,
say.
man. I can't even. That's the thing. It's not finessing if a dumbass offer you a trade. Like, that's not a finesse.
It's not a finesse, bro. That's really a smart business
to
decision.
convince you to do that.
Okay,
That's a smart business decision. on my
okay, Aaron.
If
So
somebody offered me $10 and I take the $10, I did not rob that person. That they got offered me $10.
end. Amen.
okay, so I'm gonna ask you. So do you I don't exactly consider this a finesse, but well, let me just ask you, what would an example trade be considered a finesse? I have a couple in mind, but they could be debatable as well. Do you want me to tell you a couple and we can kind of parse it out from there?
Yeah,
Okay.
give me a couple.
So that Boyan and DeMar trade for LeBron, is that a finesse trade?
It's a bad trade in hindsight, but I don't think it was a
Agreed.
finesse. I feel like
Okay.
it's two different things.
Okay.
Because, like, I feel like at the time, especially considering that, like, we really
Early in
did.
the season.
It was early in the season. We had just changed the point system.
Right.
So I don't think that really reflected how much, like, LeBron's stats were going to be boosted in the sense
Sure.
that he can kind of do everything right.
Right.
I wouldn't call that a finesse, but yes, that is
Okay.
a bad trade. Yeah.
That is a bad trade in hindsight. I agree with that. And I think that is, and we were talking about it before the pod started, I think that's a cornerstone, partially to the reason why people aren't trading as much anymore. I think that might be part of it. That's a conversation for another day, probably.
Yeah.
Let me give you another trade that happened later that year. Do you think that Andre Drummond trade was a finesse? And I know
Yes.
it involves you.
Yes.
Okay, so you
that
do.
was a fleece.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, that was
Okay.
a fleece.
Yes, that was a fleece. Yes.
Wait, hold on. Let me see if I can find that. That was a really interesting.
I remember Aaron trading Andre Drummond. I just forget what the trade was.
It was like a 3-for-3 trade. It was like, golly.
It was nasty.
It
I
was
knew it was a
It was
nasty
a pretty
Randall,
big trade.
Josh Hart and somebody else. And then I gave up Drummond and a bunch of people I did not care about.
Was this the one to Malik?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought this was the one that Chris, because Chris.
Oh,
ended
I
up
got
with
it.
that.
I got it right here. I'm just gonna read it. So this one had shit. Hope I'm reading this right. Jeremy Grant, Raul Neto, and Gary Trent Jr. for Dennis Schroeder and Andre Drummond.
What? No, that's not the trade I'm talking about.
Is that the wrong?
Yeah.
Oh, that is the wrong. Oh, wait.
I got Drummond back in return.
Wait, that's right.
I mean, I got Randall back in return.
Hold on, you are 100% right. Let me go back. Oh, that's why, because I didn't click on your team. All right, yeah. Let me grab this. Because you got who back for it?
I got Randall and Josh Hart for sure, and there's a third person.
That's right. Okay. Here we go. Oh shit! Yeah, this is it. Okay, so this is January 4th of 2021, something like that. So Malik traded Julius Randle, Josh Hart, and Kyle Kuzma for Robert Covington, Andre Drummond, and Naz Reid. There was so much at the time because I remember it. This trade brought everybody onto our group FaceTime call. We had like a group FaceTime call and everybody was up in arms.
Yes. And to be fair, y'all told me it was a bad trade on my end.
I thought it was a bad trade on your end.
Hold on. Because this was the year that Randall was did Randall just sign with the Knicks?
This was that year.
Yeah.
Oh,
this was first year with the Knicks, yeah.
I pulled it up here in case y'all can see it. Yeah.
Y'all hear me?
Randall. Yep.
Yes.
Yeah.
I remember that trade vividly.
Yeah.
Because I didn't know, because that was the year Aaron drafted Andre Drummond high as hell.
Oh yeah. He
drafted him with his number one pick, bruh.
He stunned the league with that one. But
was it my number one pick or he might have been my second pick?
No, he was your first
Drummond
pick.
Was your first
it had
pick.
to be a first pick.
He was your first pick.
Because I was at the back end of the draft like I always am. So I feel like I had either like the snake or I was like second to last pick. It was one of those two. I don't know.
And then also, wasn't that the year that Jake damn near dropped everyone's jaw and drafted LaMelo in the first round?
Yeah.
Yeah. No. That was the year after.
Oh, that was
This is the year I traded Jake LaMelo. This was that year. Yeah. Yeah, no. Okay, so this you would consider a finesse trade.
Yeah. Because I knew exactly what I was doing.
Okay. I'm just trying to get a scope here on what it is that we deem to be a finesse or not. I would say most of the trades that got done with Keenan Smith were probably finesse trades.
Hell yeah. Wasn't that one trade Tim got Brandon Ingram for nothing? It was like Marcus Morris and one other person. I forget who it was, bro.
Really?
Yeah, bro. Yo, that was the one year everyone.
Why are you sound like Shaggy or Snoopy?
Bro, that was the 1 year, bro, where everyone sent Keenan a trade that day, and he was just accepted.
He accepted every single one, bro.
Bro,
I was on a flight.
That shit, none of those trades made sense, bro, and they got pushed through.
Oh, that was before the council, though, wasn't it?
Yeah, well, that year.
That's
was
the reason we got a council.
We did the council,
and
the league voted in majority that yes, we should have a council.
Yeah, I mean, bro, that was bad, bro. Yeah, that shit was just bad.
Yeah, I'm trying to see if I can find that trade because
please don't, bro. We don't want to relive the pain and the trauma.
Yeah, nope, too late. I found it.
Next.
Okay, let's see here. Oh,
I know
shit,
Marcus Morris was in.
Yeah, it was Brandon Ingram for Marcus Morris Sr. and Ben McLemore.
Ben McLemore is crazy. That's a blast from the past.
Now that's a
Yeah,
finesse.
this is bad. Yeah, this is really bad.
Because correct me if I'm wrong, Marcus Morris was on the Knicks and then got traded to the Clips.
Yeah.
That is correct.
And he didn't have that big of a role.
Yeah,
Nasty.
it was pretty interesting. Yeah. So yeah, okay, all right. I'm gonna continue to kind of pick you guys' brain on what it is you think are or are not finesse trades. Yeah, because it is very interesting. Let me scroll over here. Let's see if folks have started voting on the ballot, on the Flunkies ballot. Only one person's voted as of right now. Okay, so I'm gonna leave this for now.
Hey, Ron, I meant to ask you this because we talked about it a while ago before the season started. I don't assume we're going to do anything this year. I feel like
probably not.
I feel
Go ahead.
what we should do for next season is have a pink slip week.
Like a whole week of pink slips.
Yep, it's one
Like,
week out of the year. One week out of the entire season.
This sounds like the purge, nigga. One day.
Listen, and you know the best week to do it right before the trade deadline.
That's toxic. That sounds toxic.
Nah, that's crazy. Niggas will be running around this league like they on Wall Street when it freaking tanked in 29.
Listen,
Hey, you know how you get it done, bro? We set up a private match on Call of Duty, bro. Yes, sir. That's how we do it.
You could do Call of Duty. You could do Fall Guys.
I'm telling y'all this right now. Cordell is going knock on the players that he wants doors.
Yeah. I don't know if y'all niggas want to do that.
Yeah,
Yo, pink slip week, bro. Yo, look, bro. You really want to spice up this league like that, especially adding two new niggas next year, bro. Pink slip week. Let there be blood.
Yeah, that's crazy. Because see, what I was gonna do
Toxic.
is what my idea was for this year was you do it throughout the season, and you have 2 or 3 opportunities to do pink slips for a particular player. But the catch is the person that you're offering it to, like a trade, they have to agree to it, and then you both bring it to, myself and the council, and if we, agree.
I don't like what me and Tim did.
Yeah, if you guys agree if we agree to process that through, then you guys can set it up. We'll make sure it's live streamed and all of that, just to make sure we have visual evidence of what happened. And then it'll happen. But the thing is like the person who asks the other person to do the pink slip, they're the ones who give up their pink slip. So you get like 1 or 2 or 3 throughout the season. And so they give theirs up. So it's all on the person who's basically, if I were to break it down in trade proposal form, the person who's proposing the trade to someone, they're the one who gives up the pink slip. That was going to be my idea, but I kind of like yours as well. You know what the difficult thing about that is I've normally set, since last year or the year before, the trade deadline has been at the end of the season, the regular season.
Yeah, so put it one. I was going to say one.
So it'd be right there. Okay, so
yes.
A week before. Okay.
A week before, because here's the thing. Now we all understand, and this is where things get interesting. If you've had it rough, like especially the lower end teams and stuff, if you had it rough that year, or maybe you're like kind of in a middle spot or stuff like that, you're trying to get over the hump and stuff, you pull your pink slip. Now the pink slip is the ultimate, it's like Exodia, bro. It's the ultimate card. You try to make something outlandish happen.
So
yeah, somebody knock at Devin's door.
You trying to get Giannis at the price of Raul Neto.
Insane.
Yeah, that's nuts.
Bro, you try to get wicked, bro. Yo, for something that's rare, like the pink slip. See, now I thought about it like this. So I feel everyone starts the season with one pink slip.
Mm-hmm.
Now I believe that all-star team captains, whoever are all-star team captains, they get an extra pink slip. Everyone else.
Oh.
So the people who become East cap and West cap, they get an extra pink slip. But if you're not up there, it is what it is. And then maybe like, I don't know, did you hand out like awards for like All-Star Game MVP and stuff like that?
I do not. But that could be something
I think you
that
did
you
one year
might...
like a jersey.
Yeah,
so
that's
like,
how I got the Kawhi jersey.
Oh,
yeah.
I'm sorry. Yeah, we did do jerseys and that stuff. Yeah, we did do that. Yeah.
So what I would say is this, for like, if we do the All-Star Game stuff, people who like, let's say you have the 3-point champion or dunk contest winner, or if you got the All-Star Game MVP, like it really just depends like which one we value the most. I would probably say All-Star Game MVP. Whoever has that player who wins All-Star Game MVP, then instead of getting a second pink slip, if you lose your first pink slip, you get to keep it.
Oh, okay. That's interesting. You could really like incorporate that into a lot of different things. And you're talking about for like the actual NBA, right? Like
yes.
If your player wins NBA,
yes, in real
All-Star
life.
MVP. Yeah.
Like, so let's say, All-Stars coming up and stuff. Let's say Zion wins All-Star MVP. Who got Zion right now? Javon. All right, so if we all had that pink slip, Javon, let's say he tries to pink slip me for Steph. He loses. He technically keeps his pink slip because of the fact Zion won All-Star Game MVP.
Yeah.
So he doesn't earn another one, but he gets a second chance.
Yeah, he gets a second chance with his first one. Okay.
Now, All-Star team captains who this year? Devin and
Sam Hood and Devin.
Oh, Sam Hood.
Yeah, you got it right the first time, Devin and C's.
I don't know why.
Sam Hood.
It's definitely not C's, but
that don't make no sense. Look at the record.
No. That decision was made that week.
So
that decision is stupid because it changes.
Now,
you want to know what this whole conversation sounds like, Aaron?
So
niggas who ain't never won a championship.
Oh my God.
See, here comes Seasway trying to make an assumption like this.
It ain't no assumption.
See, look, I'm trying to spice the league up.
I spice it up by rubbing down my championship trophy.
Whoa.
I'm oiling it up. I oil up my trophy.
And
we slip and slide.
This is a PG show. Anyways, look, this Seasway is scared.
He is.
Brother is not good.
Because imagine if someone, because let's take an example for a pink slip that happened not too long ago in our virtual 2K league. So Aaron, me and Seasway played 1-on-1, and I told Seasway a bet because I was joking with him, and I was saying, I know Seasway want Kerry Kittles, bro. We did an all-time draft. I was telling him, look, Seasway, come get him, bro. I know you was one. And I wanted Ray out. Now, me and Seasway had a game on the card. And I said, look, bro, put your money where your mouth is. I was like, if I win, you trade Ray Allen for Kerry Kittles. He wins. I give him an option of what he get from me. I didn't even know who he wanted, but he would have got a player off me. Seasway was winning for a period of time. And Seasway, I had LeBron on my team, but who was the man who did you in?
Rudy Gay.
No, that's nasty, bro.
Yo, in my second quarter,
Rudy Gay.
Yo, in the second quarter, I promise you, because Seasway's team was all right. They played pretty decent defense, and I was struggling for a second. But then I sat LeBron.
Shout out Pat Ewing.
I sat LeBron, and I was just like, fuck it. We just going to go out here and try something. And I threw Rudy Gay in there. Rudy Gay in the second quarter scored 17 points off the bench.
What did I be telling you? Keyshawn really think he fucking Rudy Gay, man. You really think he Rudy Gay? I'm trying to tell you, I be seeing this on 2K. Keyshawn think he Rudy Gay.
You think he Rudy Gay on the Pro-Am, bro?
Yes, bro. I'm telling you. That's why he cooked you with Rudy Gay, man. You should have been watching for that, bro.
Nah, see, come on, Eric.
You say he ain't watch no film, bro? You say he
He ain't
ain't watch
watch
no
no film, man.
L film, bro. Oh wait, hold on, ladies and
And
gentlemen.
mind you, Caesar's supposed to be the intellectual.
Real
I'm the
quick,
intellectual.
real quick. Yeah, you got intellectually ass kicked earlier, so it's okay.
And I got Ray Allen. for
Ladies and
character.
gentlemen, we have a flunky who just joined us coming in, man. Of the
Boo.
South GA Wildcats.
Oh, get out of here.
Yes, sir.
What's
Clap it up.
What's
Yes,
good,
sir.
man? Yes, sir.
Hey, where the soundboard at, man? Where the soundboard at?
Yeah. Y'all niggas on the soundboard today. What's going on, Duran?
Man, it's good, man. You know, we just trying to get active. And
No,
talk
you trying to
GA.
speak. You
Bring it-
know, you trying to be on some
bring the
bullshit,
ship
bro.
home.
Nah, man.
Hey, Duran,
Trying to
let
get
me-
the
let
trade
me-
market on up and going.
Duran, I
let me ask
appreciate
you
that
something,
Kyle
Duran.
Lowry trade. I appreciate that. Kyle Lowry market was very slim, and I'm glad he's off my hands now. That is your problem now, brother.
You can get him back.
You like that patented Kyle Lowry game you got last night?
Man, Devin is whooping on me so bad. I really try not even to look over at
Jazz
rosters
open
and
the-
scoring.
Oh! The Jazz are open to trade talks.
Really?
Yeah,
Oh,
man, they gonna trade it.
They said Walker Kessler and Lowry Marketing are untouchable.
Yeah.
Walker Kessler.
I hate that.
Listen, that's smart as shit, bro. They already got
Yeah.
their front court established.
Hell
You said
yeah.
Walker Kessler, the new Greg Oyster tag, bro. That's crazy.
No, well, I guess so. He technically a younger and great value version of Rudy Gobert.
Hey, man, he's been holding me down on prize picks. Not even gonna lie.
Listen, man. It's just a white man Utah, bro. You know they love them, bro. So
Game's the game, man. Well, shout out Walker
Yeah,
Kessler, man. Glad he's on my team and not many
Utah get too many white guys, bro. We gonna have to call that team racist.
We can't do it now.
Oh, they got some Negroes in there. No, they got some light skins in there. So it's kind of like a Seasway constructed team.
Oh, man.
you said Taylor Horn Tucker
Violated.
and Clarkson, bro.
Crazy straight. Oh man, hey, Duran, let me ask you this, man. And I've already asked the flunkies this. Who do you find that's been the most difficult flunky to trade with in your experience this year for this
You need to
season
say
so far?
This year,
You need to
most
say the damn self.
difficult. Probably Tim or Mike. Yeah.
Tim, yes.
Tim.
Mike,
Don't think we bought them up in those conversations. We were talking about Malik and Cordell earlier,
Mhm.
but
I don't even get
Tim and what's his name could go up there for sure.
See, what were you about to say, Duran? You won't even try and trade with them. Exactly. Exactly.
Bro, at all times.
I mean, you know, it's
Honestly,
a reason their records are where they are.
That's fair. I'm just getting tired of being told who let me think about it. If somebody tells me that, I'm just canceling the trade. I'm just canceling the offer. Look, you can think about it, get back to me.
I'm good for that line.
Yeah, I know you are. I'm just canceling it. Like, at least you gave me a response, so I can't say you're difficult to trade with. But if you're gonna give me that, I just know that nothing's coming out of this.
yeah, no, let me get back to you, bro. Got you. Man. We're gonna talk.
And Sterling is iconic for that shit, bro.
Hey, listen, I can't say I'm difficult to trade because I do make trades, man. I do trade. So
Man, everybody on the Wildcats is wide open. So
Listen,
hey,
hey,
listen.
You got AD.
yeah,
Bro,
he
I've been
back
trying
next
to
week,
talk-
baby.
Bro,
I
I've been
want
trying to talk
Zach
AD.
LaVine.
Let me get
Durant, what's
Tatum.
up with AD, man? What's up with AD, bro? Because I was trying to talk AD, you throwing Terrence Ross in my inbox. Like, come on, bro. That's disrespectful. I don't want Terrence
No.
Ross. I want Anthony Davis, brother. That's what I'm trying to talk to you about. You trying to throw Terrence Ross and
Hey,
Kyle
Sterling.
Lowry. I don't want that.
Sterling, I'll give you Giannis right now.
For who?
Bro, make an offer.
I
You
sent you some for Giannis.
You said you'll give me Giannis. So what do you want in return?
Y'all flunkies
Nah,
always
but
do
you want
You
AD,
said,
I'll give you somebody
bro,
better.
but you said you'll give me. So what do you want in return?
Aaron, you
for
really
Giannis?
can send it. You can send it for nobody, Aaron. If you really
You def
wanted
can.
it.
You def can.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Listen, we accept
Crazy.
gifts, receipts.
bro.
We accept them, brother. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, bro.
Bro,
Hey,
I
bro.
wouldn't even know how to vote on that. I'm like, oh, he's getting AD for
You
nobody.
can't vote on that. Really, it's like, damn.
Yeah, that shit. You can do it. That shit might be an automatic veto.
I was about to say, or
Hey,
that could be how it is for
The pink slips.
Send a nigga over.
Oh yeah. That goes
Hey,
to our
man.
pink slip thing.
Give me Garland and Pirtle right now. I'll give you Giannis.
Man. Let me
Dang, that's a nice little ticket.
That is nice.
DeMar and Giannis pairing.
I said
They
Garland.
use-
Oh, you said yeah. He'd have a
Yeah, he'd have
Giannis
DeMar and Giannis.
Yeah.
You say
wait.
wait.
Damn, that nigga.
You say Garland.
Bro, he's
What
back
about
He's out today. I'm looking right at
today. No. He was questionable. He's definitely playing.
Bro, they
Practice
said
yesterday.
Antetokounmpo knee is out Saturday against the Cavaliers.
Lame. Fuck them. Fuck Giannis. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, I'm gonna pass on that for right now, brother. Pass on that right now. Cause that knee, I know. Listen, Giannis' knee been getting a little too banged up lately, man. I'm cool off that.
Yeah,
That's a good offer.
yeah.
That's a good offer. Though. That's actually a solid offer, though. I'm saying.
Bro,
He's
and
healthy.
those are the type of trades I'm trying to do. Ain't nobody trying to do it though.
Hey, Durant, let me get what's his name? Let me get Tatum.
and he's a little what you got for
I
him,
got
man?
I got unfinished business with him.
Send me offers, man.
Look,
I got like 12
Dame
trade
for you.
offers out right now.
I got Dame for you, bro.
Listen, Durant.
I
Well,
Dame
how do
for
I get my brother Levine, man? You know,
I got brother
Lillard.
Lillard. I got brother Lillard for Tatum right now, bro.
Well, for Tatum,
We can get
yeah,
this done.
Go ahead and accept that, bro.
Hey, would you take full
Oh shit! Here we go.
Now,
Oh shit! Here we go. Yo, Durant, yo.
Markel Fultz
Bro, we're live
and
right
Isaiah
now.
Stewart?
Hey, Durant. What's up with Jeremy Grant, though, bro?
Yo, this is crazy as fuck. Durant, you might make it on my most difficult to trade with list right now, bro.
No, y'all really
Tell me the trade you just put out there for Dame again.
Man said Markel Fultz, bro. Oh.
And start with Markel Fultz.
Markel Fultz and Isaiah Stewart. It's a 2-for-1.
Oh, bro, I was like, yeah, here we go.
In what effing world do you think someone would accept that?
Bro, what is up with Anthony Davis? That's
Or
the
I
most
could
important
give
question.
Durant, let's be honest. You didn't even throw Levine in that damn deal.
Bro, nigga couldn't even throw Kyle Lowry in that deal, bro. That's what.
Bro, no one wants Kyle Lowry right now.
I mean, to be fair,
he did.
Hey, Aaron, you still making Jaylen Brown available, right?
Yes.
All right.
Listen,
I'll make sure to stay away from that.
But
But what about Gary Trent? What about brother Trent, man?
Brother Trent's available.
Okay, all right, cool.
I mean, you're not going to
I'm gonna
send
send you
nothing,
something.
but I mean,
Would you take him for Trey Jones, possibly?
I'd have to look at what Trey Jones doing, to be honest. But
he still started point guard, right?
immediate inclination, no. But I have to see what he's doing.
No.
Yeah, you heard me.
Yeah. So that's what we're looking at. Yeah, Durant. You should really just let me grab Tatum, man. This my boy. We got to finish business from last year. Well,
Let me say you something, RJ.
Anybody that and let me do this now. I'm going to open the floor up to you all. We haven't been in a podcast in a minute. And I'm sure that there are a lot of things that you all would like to address, say to each other, to other flunkies who may or may not be watching. Is there anything you all would like to say to your allies, enemies, ops, civilians, pedestrians, counterparts, flunkies in general?
I'll take the floor.
Aaron.
The floor, the kufi is yours, Aaron. Please. Kufi, the kufi is yours.
Fuck Malik. Fuck everything he stand for. Fuck his chicken store. And yeah. That's it.
Record this. Clip this.
Then clip this, so this should get clipped.
Hey man, they don't they still got a box, man? I'm still waiting for that matchup, man.
Look, man. Look, man, I ever seen him. It's a wrap. It's a wrap. That's all.
Nigga says on site. That's crazy, bro. Listen.
Yeah. He be running.
Oh, you say he be running? You say he running from the smoke, bro?
He don't come to homecoming.
That's nasty. Hey, Malik, if you listen, you gotta defend yourself, brother. You can't go outside like that, man. Personally, I couldn't rock out like that. But that's me, though. You different.
All Malik gonna do is flash his gun.
Yo, he is wild for doing that in the chat, bro. Yo, like, come on, bro. Like,
yo, that man was like behind the wheel or some shit like that.
yeah.
Yo, he was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna pull up on one of y'all." I think he said it to me. He was addressing me. He was like, "Keep talking, I'm gonna pull up on you." I was like, "Oh my god, this nigga ain't joking." I wish you would though.
I wish he would. He gonna end up pulling up on the Holy Spirit. Just keep playing with me. I'll say, I love the Lord. I ain't gonna see him tonight. Hey man.
Yeah, nah. Okay. Anything else, Aaron? Before I pass the kufi to the next person.
Nah, man. That's all.
Okay.
Gotta get that off my chest.
I appreciate that. Caesar, you got anything you want to say? You want to address to the nation, your enemies, friends, ops, supporters, detractors, flunkies in general? Sterling, Keyshawn, do y'all have any detractors? Any haters?
No, man, because the haters is these narratives against me being the first round exit, which I do coming into this season. I understand it, man. I got to beat the narrative, but moral of the story, fuck y'all, because I'm still damn near at the top of the West too. So it's all good though, man. But I got to do it in the postseason.
Play again for the rest of the season.
I got to do it in the postseason. Bro. That's all that matters. That's all that matters, man. I got to do it in the postseason.
Yeah, but I say your regular season ain't never been a problem.
Yeah, they're definitely acting like the what's a decent playoff team? Yeah, what the fuck?
Jazz.
Damn, Jazz. I went from the Pacers to the Jazz. I mean, we get something.
The Pacers? No. Which Pacers? Paul George Pacers?
Paul George Pacers.
Yeah. You probably are the Jazz or the Thunder.
Low key, definitely
first round.
Yeah, like the Jazz right now, though.
Durant, I got better.
Oh yeah, no, that's not the Jazz you're talking about.
Bro, didn't I beat Durant this year? I don't know why you chatting.
Nah, you didn't. I
did beat you. Yeah, I did beat you. What you talking about? Actually, no, you beat me.
No.
You did beat me. You did beat me. Yeah. I'm thinking of last year. That's on me.
I'm just saying, man. What if I?
That was your first
right now.
Listen, that was your first time beating me. But just Keyshawn never beat me before either. Up until last season, and then Ron still hasn't beaten me. So it's all good.
How y'all go
That's
look
cool.
at the record
That's
against
cool.
people?
We're gonna spin your block.
It's in the league history, Durant. Should show you your easiest opponent, your hardest opponent.
It's cool, bro. We're gonna spin your block.
You said that last year and the year before.
We're gonna spin your block.
Hey. Yeah, so you need to put the guns down. You need to put the guns down, brother.
I've never lost in the first round. So
yikes!
You come find me after the first round.
I mean, but you have missed the playoffs though. You have missed the playoffs though. You have missed the playoffs though. You have missed the postseason though. I never missed the postseason. I never finished under 500.
What year was that?
That was the first year where what's it called? Where we didn't do like the total record. We did
Oh
the
yeah, it was that year. It was,
Yeah,
no. I
No,
made
it
the
wasn't that year.
playoffs that year.
No, you
I was
didn't,
like,
bro.
I thought
I don't think he made. I don't think he
the
made.
playoffs.
I don't think he made it that year, bro. I think he was one game short, or somebody had a tiebreaker over him. Pretty sure he didn't make it that year.
Nah, because I feel like I've made the same accusation of RJ, and then he proved me wrong. That's the
I mean,
reason why I'm
I mean, if I'm wrong,
Oh,
if I'm
it was
wrong,
one year. No, okay, so you are wrong, but it is 1 year I did not make it.
It was one of those.
It is 1 year.
Bro, it was
the
definitely
year
one of
Sam
those
Hood
years.
won. It was the year Sam Hood won, so it was the year after Aaron. Because I made the playoffs the year Aaron won. I was going to make the playoffs. Had niggas shook. Had Keyshawn shook.
Yeah, he and I was the
drop,
first round.
Powell wanted to drop 30 that year. Then the pandemic happened after that.
Nah, so that was the year that TJ Warren had came back and put up 50. You know, oh my god, yo, that shit was so nasty, bro.
Yeah, it's okay, Sterling. Though it's okay. You come find me after the first round, and we'll spin your block.
Well, I don't know if we would match up till like the conference final. Realistically, what's the matchups? Let's look at the bracket. Did we really go in depth about the current bracket?
Shit, it be changing every damn week.
It basically changes. It basically changes every week. You know what I'll do after this? I will drop an updated bracket. You know, the one that I normally do.
Dude.
Because that's gonna be the bracket. Don't look at the app. The app is wrong. The app is absolutely wrong.
All right,
to my knowledge, it's wrong. Yeah. Wait,
wrong. So we're gonna do is by conference?
No, it's all together.
Okay, cover.
Yeah, it's all together. Yeah, so the 14 best teams in the league will make the playoffs. The 13th and 14th seed are up for play-in tournament this year. So the 13th, 14th, 15th, and 16th seeded teams will play for the 13th and 14th seed.
Hey man, what's the price of Mason Plumlee, bro?
Who you offering?
I got Brook Lopez for you.
Marcus Smart just got helped off the court.
Oh damn!
Wait, who? Oh,
Marcus Smart.
Hey Tucker. You said you watching. Let me ask you, since you're in the chat, you have anything you want to address to your detractors, haters, supporters, fans?
So it's like that nigga
don't
think
know
of
if
us
you
as
have
fans.
any, but
He think of us as fans because he don't follow nobody back. So nasty work.
That's fair.
He followed me back. Y'all gotta speak for yourselves.
Oh no, I don't follow him, bro. You know, I ain't get to follow, but I said, damn, my fault. I'm not in that club.
Man, that's tough.
Tough, real tough, man.
That's tough. I think he follows the FLUKIES page, so
nasty.
He just don't like y'all. That's crazy.
He don't fuck with y'all.
Yeah, it's all good, bro. Game's the game, bro. I respect it.
Game's the game, bro. Maybe if you beat him, maybe that could be a pink slip thing. If you beat him, you gotta follow him.
I ain't that pressed with it. I ain't that pressed with it.
Yeah.
That's real good.
No, I ain't that pressed. I ain't that pressed, brother.
Y'all niggas be playing for fucking honor at that point.
Nah, man, I'm playing follow, man. That's nasty.
Let me wrap this up by saying that basically our All-Star ballot is out. I dropped it in the FLUKIES page. Y'all can just go ahead and take a few minutes, go ahead and fill that out. If you're having any issues with it, please let me know. Kind of thought we were going to get some submissions throughout this time, but we didn't. It's all good. I will definitely cover this throughout this week. I'm hoping that I can get this in as soon as possible. Tucker said y'all funny as hell. But we got the All-Star ballot out. Also, I do want to put this out. I am currently taking all of the FLUKIES 2K My Player builds, if you have one, and we're going to put them, it is an idea from Keyshawn, we're going to put them in 2K, and what we're going to do is we're all going to be one team throughout each era of the NBA and see if we could all win a championship together based on everyone's My Player builds at 99 overall when they're in the neighborhood. So we're going to see, how much we can do with that. Obviously, I'm definitely working on bringing back the Flunkies 2K. I got to finish the predictor one, and then I got to do the real one next, which will be easy. That's not really a problem. And then, we have a bunch of other streams on Twitch and whatnot going on. We got the NBA Flunkies / Late Night Boys action going on. You can catch us playing 2K, Warzone, COD multiplayer. Sometimes Keyshawn and I get on Yu-Gi-Oh! So we've got a lot of things kind of happening and going on, and definitely want to start getting these social platforms and whatnot really active more. And so if you guys haven't followed those pages, IG, Twitter, don't think we have Facebook. It'd be kind of crazy. Twitch, YouTube, definitely follow those. Aaron's actually one of our mods. Twitch stream. He does a good job with that. He does a great job with that. And is also there to, offer and solicit
some love and encouragement.
Yeah, there you go. Some love and some encouragement. There you go.
Or catch Seasway in the middle of some of his late night.
It hasn't just been Seasway.
Mischievousness, yeah.
It has not just been Seasway. RJ is also responsible.
I wouldn't say that.
Okay. Go check the clips, buddy.
We don't talk
about it. They up there in infamy.
Yeah. Until I erase it.
Okay. You think I'm gonna save?
Yo, that's crazy.
Hey, Tuck follow nigga. All right, bet. All right.
Hey, let's go.
Out here begging.
Yo, Mike.
No, I ain't begging.
Yo, Mike finna go somewhere and bury himself, bro. Oh, shit.
Tuck just started following.
Oh, shit. Yo, Mike finna go somewhere and bury himself, bro. Yo, that's Mike nasty. Been begging for Tuck to follow him back.
No, Mike just dropped it. No, he just followed Mike too.
No, he dropped his parlay.
Oh,
no, look, open the parlay up.
Hey, let's go. Hey, bro. Shout out Tuck, man. Shout out Tucker, man.
Tuck hilarious.
Congratulations. It looks like he just might get into the play-in tournament and have a chance to get to the playoffs. I'm excited for that. I just want to end this by saying this is always an exciting part of our season, just to see who's coming out of the woodworks with what, see how teams are doing at this point as we get closer to the All-Star break. And then right after that, basically, we start getting into the playoffs. So this is always a hugely exciting time throughout the year. And then we got our award stuff after. So, man, this is the 5th year. Didn't think we'd be doing this for this long. So we're having good fun. Tucker said, now somebody give me some juju to hit my parlay. Good luck, man. Good luck. We're sending you good vibes your way. We're sending vibes your way, of course. But I'm gonna end it here, man. We're probably gonna get on to some Twitch streaming after this eventually. But we'll keep you posted on that. Follow, comment, like, share, subscribe, YouTube page, Instagram, Twitter, Twitch, all the above. I am RJ, the commissioner of the NBA Flunkies. We've got Sterling here of the Sith Glee or the Sheev Gliz Fanatics. We've got Duran here of the South GA Wildcats. We've got Seasway here, reigning, defending, undisputed 2000 NBA Flunkies champion. And then we've got Aaron Morris here of the 2020 NBA Flunkies title. Again, this is your commish. Appreciate you guys so much for watching, checking us out, and supporting. We've got to get some gear. I'm gonna start ordering shit, man. I'm gonna talk to Sam Brown.
What I missed? What we talking about?
Let's get some shorts.
It's over, buddy.
It's over, baboon.
It's over. It's over, buddy. We're
What's
done.
over?
We're wrapping up.
Hey, yo, Touch said.
Hold on, stop, because we didn't talk about no NBA shit, and I want to say something real. I want to say something.
Oh, no, gonna bring up this.
You don't want to talk about
because this nigga been for the past 20 minutes.
30 seconds.
RJ, listen to me. Are we still?
Bro, this is 30-second rundown. 30-second rundown. Like ESPN. Starting the timer now.
The Koofy is yours.
We're still streaming, right?
Yes.
All right, bet. For the people out there, you know what I'm saying? I just want to. This is my advocacy to have Aaron Gordon in the All-Star game. He's been one of the best players in the Western Conference on the #1 team in the NBA, and I don't want any slander about it. You know what I'm saying?
Lowry Marketing deserves it more.
The top players. He damn near should deserve to start the damn game.
What?
Secondly, I want more. I want acknowledgement that I won the Jordan Poole trade, and that Killian Hayes deserves to be in the rookie sophomore game or world game.
Bro, he's not a rookie or a sophomore.
It's just like his fourth year in the league.
He needs to participate in the skills challenge.
Okay.
But my main thing, my main thing here is one to say I think that Aaron Gordon should be an all-star this year, and everybody who's joking about it can go to hell because
Lowry Marketing deserves it more.
Nigga, there's more than just Lowry Marketing.
Hey,
this is a reminder.
Like Mad Dog right now, bro.
This is a reminder that over the past 2 games, Killian Hayes has scored 13 points, gone 6 of 27, which is 22% from the field, 1 of 11 from 3, and it's been a -22 for his plus-minus. He is the starting point guard for the Detroit Pistons currently. That's all.
More than Cade.
Cade is hurt.
Yo, that's fucked up. That is so fucked up. No, Cade is out. Also, Tucker said Ceasway just woke up. Shut your ass up. Bro, I know you didn't just stop the commission to talk about Aaron Gordon. Ceasway, you sound like Mad Dog. Commish kick/suspend him for this blasphemy. And then he tagged
Tucker, give me LaMelo, first of all. Nigga, I ain't interrupt nothing important outside them niggas talking about shirts we ain't getting. Nigga, I'm still wearing the logo, goddamn. Them slow ass niggas in the FLUKIES branding chat, bro. I was trying to get some motion happening. Can't work with niggas, bro. And Tucker, you ain't got shit to say. Tucker, you ain't got shit to say. You gonna give us some shirts, nigga? I know you plugged in. I know you got some models we can have wear our stuff, but where you at though? Where you at? I don't know. I don't
lost to Houston. Send us location.
I don't see you in the trenches.
Shorts. Tucker in the sacred place of Houston, Texas.
Tucker somewhere learning how to spin the cane, bro. I just need to know how to.
Damn, you called him Nutzilla?
Who?
Nah.
Aaron, man, drop the picture of your shorts, bro.
Oh, you said.
Oh, damn, spit it out, bro.
Hey, yo. Hey.
Nah, spit it out was crazy, man. That's not. I mean, man.
Don't start this shit again, bro. Do not start this shit again.
I'll be serious.
Do not, bro. Don't start this shit again, bro. RJ, shut your ass up, bro. Nah, I'm not doing it big time. Not today. Not today.
I didn't say anything.
Not today.
Get off
my dick. You carried it, bro.
It's all good, man.
We thought Warzone was bad.
Yo, yo. Aaron, bro, yo, if I knew we were gonna get into shit like this at the end of the podcast, I'd have just told you to say what you was finna say about LMB earlier. That's crazy.
That's the LMBK, bro. It's nasty.
Yo, that's crazy, bro. Oh man, this is a great.
It wasn't my fault this time.
It
was your fault.
Nasty.
Spit it out, bro. Spit it out so crazy.
Just stop while you're ahead, sis.
Or while you're behind.
But damn, I'm gonna shut up.
Okay, man. We're gonna wrap this up once again, one more time. I appreciate you all so much for checking this out, spending some time with us and hanging out. Man, that was a really good laugh. I felt like I needed that. And it's always good to just kind of hang out with the flunkies and get other people's basketball perspectives. Duly noted on the Aaron Gordon note and whatnot. Nuggets have been playing well. #1 seed. I mean, we'll see if they get more than one All-Star. We'll see. I don't know. I don't think I'm exactly for or against that. So I would be interested to see if the league actually does that as they've done in the past. But just like everything else, we're gonna have to just wait and see.
I mean, Andrew Wiggins to be a starter. Fuck it. You're right, C1.
Anybody can be a starter. Damn right. Mike Conley can make the All-Stars. Anybody.
Hey.
Everything is, it's possible. I'm just saying it's possible. That's not a slight. I'm just saying it's possible.
That nigga wasn't even, that nigga wasn't even a Grizzly when he was with y'all, bro. That nigga wasn't even a Grizzly when he made the All-Star team.
That's still my dog.
I get it, bro.
What, the generic point guard?
Shut up, Rudy Gay.
Oh, Memphis teammates. They were teammates at the time, right?
Yeah, unfortunately.
Okay.
No, they
unfortunately,
we all
nobody.
listen, Aaron. You're a hell of a Memphis fan, bro. Because the years that you sat through watching the Mavericks play the Grizzlies with Zebo and all them out there, bro. That slow ass series, bro.
Hey man, grit and grind, baby.
Grit and grind.
Ladies
and gentlemen,
we
so
know
much.
Aaron's favorite guy, man. Is,
Have a great